Hey now, welcome back to Lone Star Mini Restoration. Today's episode primarily is I am removing my 1275 engine out of this car because I am going to use my 1275 in my current restoration. A couple things before I get started. I am posting a link below to a GoFundMe page. You can read more about it at the GoFundMe page. So here I'm just going to mention that we are supporting a gentleman to bring his mini shell back to structural integrity. So you can read about it on the GoFundMe page, but look below, click on the link, and go read it. If you can help, even if it's just £5 here and there, $5, wherever you are in the world, that would be wonderful. So, but check that out. The second thing is a shout out is this guy here. His name is John. He's got a YouTube website. It is called Bert's Retro Rides. And he's basically keeping his mini Clubman estate alive. And he's doing a pretty good job. I mean, I like what I've seen so far. It looks like he's got a little bit of skill. And he also is learning as he goes, but he's doing a good job at it. So check him out. Again, John Bert it's at Bert's Retro Rides YouTube website. So check him out. It's pretty good. All right. So in removing my 1275, I'm basically following the Haynes manual. I have made my copies, of the engine removal section, and I am going verbatim. I'm following this guideline. Now, I'm not going to cover everything because the alternator, the radiator, people have done some fantastic videos out there on that. So you can find them, just Google them. If there's a point in here that I struggle with or I don't know about, then I will pause and I will capture it and say something about it on film. Because again, this is for my documentary. When I'm done with my restoration, I want a complete coverage. And this is to help me. But maybe, who knows, if I can if it's for nothing else but give to other people a little bit of hope, fantastic. Now, I'm already starting from a different level. My head is already gone. My intakes are gone. My grill's gone. Obviously, the bonnet's already removed. So those steps have already been done. I've already drained the radiator and I've drained the oil. So those steps are already done. So I'm starting with the head removed, engine block, and I'll start disconnecting everything. And also, I have already taken a whole heck of a lot of pictures because this Mini, I think, was converted from maybe an MPI or SPI over. And there are wires that have been cut. There's just loose wires all over the place. I did have a carburetor on it. Of course, that was removed when I did the head and the intake. So I think it was converted back. There's all kind of unused wires, and to me, it's a complete mess. One day, this is my girls. My girls have already made me pinky promise. And if you guys and daughters, if you have daughters, you know how important a pinky promise is. They have made me pinky promise that this Mini is going to become a pink with a crystal roof. But I also plan on putting an electric engine in this, or an electric motor, whatever you want to call that. But that's the plan. All right, in removing the alternator, I'm reminded of the fact that you can use either a 7/16, a 9/16, or a 1/2 inch wrench to take the entire car apart. No joke. So this particular, on the adjustment for the alternator, it's 1/2 inch. And I have to get on both sides to keep it from spinning. But again, 7/16, 9/16, or 1/2 inch, and the whole car will come apart. Almost. Look at this. I don't know, is the camera picking that up? How many washers, holy crap, were on this thing? In the adjust, oh man, there's one that it missed. There, look at that. Look at all those washers. I'm gonna count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that side, 1 on the other side. Wow. What the what? All right, I'm going to call this one a wrap. It is Easter Day, and I've kind of been in and out of the house doing this and that, and I've gotten everything unattached from the top side of the engine. The radiator and guard is removed. Everything else, the brake booster is now removed. Literally everything that I can see. I may have to still get the horns out of the way, but I think I have to access the nut from inside the wheel well, and I haven't taken the wheels off yet. So I couldn't get the horns off. So all in all, I mean, I've made a little bit of progress. I think it's a success. There were no real challenges, I don't think. I had to figure out how to get the brake booster off. But other than that, yeah, there were no big things. The lower radiator hose was probably the hardest thing I had to get off. And that's where I used my 3-foot screwdriver, and then I did the trick. Once I released the clamp, then I was able to get in behind the engine and yank that. Took a little bit of effort, but I was able to pull the hose off and get in there. Now, I've not removed the wheels. I probably could have gotten to that radiator hose a little bit better with that wheel removed. But my next task after we have our Easter meal in here is I will jack up the car, and I'll at least roll under and look at it just to see what comes next. Whether I do anything today or not, I don't know. But I've made a little bit of progress, and let me just say real quick is that I've got a friend, Mr. Paul Jeffries, who may very well be coming over next summer, so the summer of 2022, and he is going to be helping me rebuild this engine. So my progress, while I remove it now, I will begin to tear it down, but it won't be installed or done. It won't be put back together for another year and a half, or just over a year, primarily because it's going to take me that long just to figure out what, if I have to shave the top of the head or if I have to bore out the cylinders. I've got to have all that done before Paul gets here. And of course I can't do it all at once. I've got to do it little by little because I don't have the funding. So I've got to do it all. It'll take a year just to get all the new parts that I need and whatever I need to build this engine 1270. It's actually a 1330 right now. The top of the pistons say plus 60, which tells me it's a 1330. And assuming if the cylinder walls are good and I don't have to ream them any larger, that may be the size engine that I go with, just 1330. But anyhow, I made a little bit of progress. And yeah, I'm going to call this one a wrap. Again, check out Mr. Bert's Retro Rides YouTube website. Seems like a pretty good guy. All right, thanks for watching. Bye just now.